boxing, the evolution.
Does that legacy ever feel that? Do you remember like some of your heroes?
Absolutely. I watched them film Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier. I saw Julio Cesar Chavez. Was it against Juan Laporte, I believe? I saw Salvador Sanchez. I saw Bernard Hopkins. I mean, the list goes on. So this is a huge deal for Canelo Alvarez, for anybody fighting at the Garden.
And obviously, what's his talking about the zone deal? I mean, there's so many things going on with Canelo. You're moving up against a bigger guy.
Yeah.
So many repercussions to this fight.
Well, there can be. I mean, what if he has an off night? What if the guy's too big for him? The weight is just too much for him. You know, what if he looks bad? He can fight at 160. He can make the weight no problem. I would prefer him to go down to 160 and stay there. No, not in May. No, not at all. No, I secured the date in May for Canelo Alvarez. We have no opponent whatsoever, but not Jacobs. Not in May. Who knows?
Hey
I don't know.
guys, I need you guys to
But not
speak. We
Jacobs.
need to clear out. I'm sorry. Guys.
Triple G, yes.
Shane, is there
I want to see that fight again.
interviews in another room,
Everybody
or
wants
is
to
it
see that
over?
fight again.
This is over. We have to break down.
No,
I'm telling
no.
you.
So no
we
more
don't. We're
Not
not sure
right
yet. We're not sure exactly what Triple G is going to
They
do.
finished the interviews at the Delta.
We're obviously not waiting for him. We have our own plans, but I definitely want to make that fight relatively soon.
Why do you say no so definitively about Jacobs?
Oh, because it's not. I mean, there's people talking about Jacobs in May. No, it's never going to happen. Not in May.
Never.
I mean, not in May.
So you got your own plans, but you don't
I have
want
my
to
own
reveal them
plans.
right
I can't reveal them now.
Okay.
Rápidamente en España.
One,
La primera, dijiste que murió el
there's one other thing I want you
y
to
creo que
get
suena
from
muy
it.
lógico.
Eddie. Quick, they're kicking us the hell out of there. You know how much you know how much the union rates are, so we got to talk really quick. Ticket sales are going well here. Rocky Fielding is one to root for. A humble guy. I want to see him do well. That aside, this fight is taking care of itself. I would like an update on April. AJ, is it going to be the Chisora White winner, or is it going to be Jarrell? Or when are you going to tell us?
Could be any of those. Could be any of those.
How long are you going to keep the secret?
Well, till it's done. Till it's done. So, you know.
When do we think it's done, Eddie?
Well, obviously we've got that fight next week.
Yeah.
And that will be interesting. Be a great fight.
Right.
We want Wilder. You know, that's the fight. I mean, he's always said one face, one champion, one king of the division. If he really thinks that, he should be fighting Anthony Joshua. You know, on one hand, he says Joshua's running from fighting Wilder. Now he's saying we're begging to fight him. So, which one is it? We can't be running and begging. So that's the fight we've always wanted. That's the fight he wants. There is a strong chance he could rematch Fury. And if he does do that, then we have to look at our options, being the winner of White Chisora, being Jarrell Miller here, perhaps, being Alexander Usyk, you know, being all these other guys.
All right, so still balls in the air there. The other one that everyone wants to know about, Kell Brook and Amir Khan, chip stalling where? Khan against Crawford. What's the latest on what you know or don't about that?
So the latest is that Khan has the decision to make whether he fights Kell Brook or Terence Crawford. I think obviously after Kell Brook's performance, which was okay, but not as sharp as he normally looks, that's a fight that Amir would definitely think that he could win. So I think he's got about a week to make up his mind whether he fights Crawford or whether he fights Brook. And, you know, I think obviously from a world title perspective, the Crawford fight is attractive, but from a British perspective, the Brook fight is one that everybody's always wanted, and in our country, it's
So
a
you're
very,
not
very big
busting
deal.
on Khan. He understand he got options and he's
Yeah,
going
it's
to
up
do
to
what he's
him.
going to
Look,
do.
I want him to fight Kell Brook.
Right.
It's a massive fight, and if he doesn't fight him, the whole British public will always say, "You never fought Kell Brook." So there is that element, but I also understand the Crawford fight is a big fight. So we'll sit down with Amir, see which one he wants to do, and then make a decision as a team.
No one has more fans on Twitter than you.
Oh, I'm massive
No
on
one,
Twitter. Yeah,
right?
really popular.
So when I say that, Oscar's talking about the death of pay-per-view and Eddie loves DAZN and no pay-per-view, everyone's like, well, yeah, but Eddie puts on so many pay-per-views in England. So Is pay-per-view
It's more
dead
about the
in
price
England?
point, to be honest with you. It's more about
Is
the
it
price
dead in
point.
England and not here?
No,
Or?
no, it's more about the price point.
Okay.
If the price point for pay-per-view here was $25, the same as it is in England, it wouldn't be dead here. It would be very affordable, and it would be an affordable option.
But is it dead though? They,
don't think
they
it's-
did almost 300,000 for Wilder
But
Fury.
I think that's terrible. I really
do.
do. Like, I know the price point's expensive, but if you're talking about what they were proclaiming to be one of the biggest heavyweight fights in recent history, to have a live audience of 300,000 in America. I mean, if we did that fight in the UK, we'd do 1.5 million fights. Okay, you can't just say
You think
but
it's
that's-
because of the prices?
Yeah, of course. But you've got to lower the price to expand the audience, and I think what the Zone are doing is it's going to make them have to do that. The problem is right now is the money's gone so crazy to the fighters that Al and people like that, and even Bob to a certain extent, have got no choice but to go pay-per-view, because that's the problem we've had in England, is that the rights fees weren't there from the broadcaster. So the only way to make Bellew Usyk, AJ Klitschko, these kind of fights, is to go pay-per-view.
And that's why I'm rooting for DAZN to do well, because I'm a fan
The
first.
bottom line is,
I don't want to pay those
anyone
prices either.
Anyone that roots for the Zone not to do well has an agenda. Why would you not, like, whatever you think, if they're going to deliver you Canelo Alvarez free, rather than, hey Jeff, okay mate, okay.
Thank you, Eddie.
Okay.